Dear listeners, I am back with another episode. There is a message that I received via Facebook. Then I asked one of our admins to give us a translation. The message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi. I also have my own confession that I want to share with the rest of the world. I have a cousin sister of mine, so my cousin sister of mine is now 39 years old. She is not married. She doesn't have a child. She has never had a child in her life. My cousin sister was raised by my mother. When my cousin sister's mother died, she didn't have anyone who was willing to take care of her. So my mother, out of her goodwill, she took our cousin sister. Then we started to stay with our cousin sister. We grew up together. But as we were growing up, I noticed that whenever my cousin sister will do a mistake, even it was a simple mistake, my mom will get so angry at my cousin sister. But the way that my mom will get so angry, it was quite odd. And the way that my mom would be so angry at my cousin sister, it was more like a demonic inspired anger. As a child, my cousin sister will just do a simple mistake as a child. But my mom will be so angry at her, and she'll be speaking words that were full of hatred and curses, as if my mom was putting evil spells on my cousin sister. Sometimes my mom will curse her by saying that you are going to die as a barren woman. You'll never get married. And if it happens that you will ever get married, all the men that you get into relationships with, they are going to reject you. They will dump you as if you are a dog. And the reason why they will dump you, it is because you will never be able to give birth. You will never give any man a child. That is the reason why you will never be able to get married, and you will never enjoy marriage in your life. So we grew up, and when the time for us to get into marriage came, me and my siblings, we got into relationships so easily, but my cousin sister struggled to find love. Even up until today, my cousin sister is still struggling to get into a stable relationship. Now, when I look back and when I think of all the words that my mother used to tell my cousin sister, whenever my mother will be angry at my cousin sister, 30 years later, my cousin sister is not married, has never been married, and doesn't have a child. Growing up, my mother was so strict. So from primary, when we started attending secondary school, then my mother said to me and my cousin sister, I think by that time we were doing grade 8 to grade 9. My mother said to us, now that you are all grown up, I want you to take your panties, and all of your panties should stay in my bedroom from now going forth until you leave my house. I want all of your panties to stay in my bedroom. The reason why she wanted our panties in her bedroom, she was saying that she wanted it to be proof. It was going to serve as a sort of a proof if we were going to be on our monthly periods, just in case if one of us gets pregnant, she will be the first to know. Even up until today, I don't even understand why our mother used to force us to keep our dirty underwear in her bedroom. She just said to us, if you try to sleep with boys at school, I am going to know, because you'll be keeping your underwears in my room. So what we used to do, me, my siblings, and my cousin sisters, is that whenever you go to bath, when you remove your dirty underwear, you were supposed to take your dirty underwear into our mother's bedroom. Then you will take a clean underwear. Then you will go back and you will bath. When tomorrow you want to bath again, you will go back with that dirty underwear. Our mother used to wash our dirty underwear for us. So as life went on, there was this other day, I don't know what I wanted in my mom's room. At that time, she had not yet gone to work. So the way that my mom's bedroom door was like, it had a problem. Like if you didn't properly close it, you could see everything that was going on in my mom's bedroom. So on that day, when my mom was still in her bedroom, I don't know what I wanted in her bedroom. So I walked over to my mom's bedroom. As I was close to my mom's bedroom, I saw that there was something that was happening in there. My mom was sleeping in her bed and she was naked. When I saw that my mom was in bed and she was naked, I was ashamed. I didn't want to walk on my mom when she was naked like that. But I don't know what made me to keep on looking in my mom's bedroom. Then I saw my mom doing something strange. As she was lying in bed, she opened her legs wide open. Then in her hands, she was holding something. Then she started to wipe her private parts with whatever cloth that she was holding in her hands. So I walked quickly back to my room, but I had been puzzled by everything that I had seen my mom doing. Why was she in bed naked, and why was she wiping her private parts with a strange cloth? So I waited for my mom to go to work. Then I went straight to her bedroom. Then I looked around. As I was looking around, I came across my cousin's sister's underwear. It was dirty and it had blood all over. That is when I realized that my mom, when she was lying in bed naked, wiping her private parts, my mom was on her periods. And she was using my cousin's sister's underwear to wipe off the blood from her periods. So I caught my mom doing these things 2 times, but I never confronted my mom. So I caught my mom doing this 2 times, the first time and the second time. And each and every time that I saw my mom doing this, whenever she would leave her bedroom, I would walk straight into her bedroom and I would look around and I would see that my mom will be using my cousin's sister's underwear to wipe off her period blood. That is when I realized that this was the reason why my mom was forcing us to keep our dirty underwear in her room. This thing happened when we were still young, but even up until today, my mom is still alive. I don't even know if I have to confront my mom, if I have to tell her that, Mom, I saw what you did when we were still young. But I am afraid that if I confront my mother, if she tells her relatives, it will be a bad thing for me, because in our tradition, you are not allowed as a child, even if you know that your mom is a witch, you are not allowed to say to your mom that you are a witch. That is the way our tradition is like. That is the reason why I have been keeping quiet all this while. But now the problem that I am having is that my cousin sister, she is suffering. Like I told you, she doesn't have a child. She has never been married. But to make matters worse, now she is suffering from fibroids. She went to the hospital. Then they told her that she has fibroids and she is suffering a lot. Now she called me once via WhatsApp and she said to me she can't even have sexual intercourse anymore, because the last time that she tried to have sexual intercourse, it was so painful, and it is because of these fibroids. The last time she called me and she was crying and she was like, "Sister, I am in pain." The time that she was calling me, she was on her period. Then she said when she was removing a sanitary pad, she saw that on her pad there was a normal period blood, but that blood, there was something strange in the blood. Mixed with her blood, there was some of her bodily tissues, and she was so scared of everything that is coming out of her. She was crying in pain. That is my confession, Brother Nashi. I don't know if I am supposed to tell my cousin sister everything that I saw my mother doing. As for me and my siblings, we are happily married and we have children. But as for my cousin sister, she is the one who is not married and she doesn't have a child. Now she is suffering. The doctor says that she has fibroids. Please post for me, and when you have posted, please notify me so that I can follow up in the comment section. Dear listeners, Right there was a message that I received from Anonymous via Facebook. Then I asked one of our admins to give us a translation. Please let us meet again in the following episode.